Om Sai Ram, Om Hanumate Nama. Welcome back to my channel, Sai Upasana Divine 47 Tarot. And this would be a monthly forecast in terms of love, relationship, and emotional consequences. Okay? Here in this reading, we will be going through each week, as in what actual energy holds in the combined week, and we'll see the repercussions of that energy and why that energy has actually surfaced, and what would be the best possible guidance, amidst all the energies that in case are scattered or are taking time to execute. It is only applicable for few of you, so take it as it is resonating. Don't force these predictions on yourself, because if it is for you, you'll get these readings, you'll get the prediction, or you'll get the energies in one click only. You don't have to actually think through in that I'll be falling in that consequence, I'll be falling in that arena, and this has something to do with my past. You have to recollect your memories. No, if it is for you, it will definitely click in 1 second or 2 seconds. Feel that you own up this reading, because see, this is a very this is a general reading, so this is definitely not going to be applicable for all of you, all of the rising and moon signs who are watching now. Even if it is a sign specific, but definitely it would be applicable to majority of you who are facing some sort of same issues, because this is exactly energy exchange. So Gemini's Mithun Rashi, I feel that definitely you are waiting for something. You're waiting for some sort of execution. It has to do with, if you're holding back on your emotions before, and because of someone who has cut you in past, who has been very, there could be a female figure. There could be a female figure who has been very blunt with you and who might have cut you in past, okay, who might have not reciprocated well with you, or who might have been very honest with you, but it was a very it was like being painfully honest, right? You are thinking that bygones are bygones, and you're still waiting for some good things to happen, even if you were feeling very stressed emotionally. You will still be waiting for the situation to turn in your favor. And if it was you who has denied someone of a situation, of a relationship, then maybe you still are waiting, because they are holding on to their cups right now and you're still waiting for them, okay? You're still waiting for them. I also feel as the month would progress, you would have a new opportunity. It could be regarding this waiting period that might get over, and it will happen organically out of the blue. I feel you were just wishing and waiting for it, but because you have taken some actions previously, so time will change and definitely you will be receiving the consequence of it. If you are waiting for someone to approve your commitment, or final a marriage, final a relationship, or to approve a relationship, or to come in a relationship with you, definitely things are going to turn out for you, and they'll say yes to you, or your family might say yes to you, okay? It could be that if there was a mother figure who was not very supportive of a relationship before, and you were still waiting for her yes, and you were emotionally hurt, but you were waiting for her yes, or it could be a female figure, an authoritative figure, then she is going to approve it, I feel. Take it as it resonates, okay? I also feel that you have to work on a relationship. Being a team, you have to work on a relationship. There are many things that you still need to know about each other. You need to work things out. Okay, because when you are committed or in marriage, definitely you're no longer playing individually. You have to play as a team. You have to do things as a team, right? You have to get out of that individual mindset. You have to become we from I, right? So the transition is going to happen, and it is not going to be very easy for you. Let me say, let me put it that way. It is not going to be very easy for you. You have to work in a way that you both feel respected. There are no clashes in terms of the set boundaries. There you have to be respectful. For if it is interculture, you have to be respectful of each other's culture. You have to be respectful of each other's feelings also, many times of their families also, right? And if previously you were escaping some sort of responsibility, for example, responsibility to take care of them, to be with them in every thick and thin, to financially support them. You cannot run away right now. You will get out of that zone wherein you were just wishing for things to happen, wishing for old things to come back to you, wishing for things to happen organically for you. You will definitely, and you were in this la la land, you were always reminiscing the old memories of togetherness. You are going to come out of that stuck energy. You're going to take some actions, but definitely that requires something to do with teamwork. You don't have to work individually now. You have to work as a team, so as in you would be in a better collaboration with them, and definitely things would sync, right? And I feel that there has to be some positive communications. If you are waiting on some positive communications regarding a teamwork, regarding a situationship, in the last week, I feel that you are going to miss upon something. You are going to feel like your life is missing some direction, or something is not being clear to you. Okay, and you would somewhat feel little denied in love also. You see, the idea is that you are not in that hangman situation. You are not stuck. You can still take action. It's just that you need to get out of your mind. Okay, you don't have to be in your mind always. You have to speak to people. You have to communicate well. Being a Gemini, you can communicate very diversely, very proficiently also, wherein you can impress others, you can make them understand, you can actually win them over your conversation, I feel. So use your talent. Just don't wait someone is going to save you, someone is going to come forward to you. Just do it your way. You already know what is lacking in a relationship, what communications are lacking, what is stability, and where it is going wrong. In case this is resonating with you, just don't feel a loner and feel being denied of support or love or care. Just go for it, ask for it, vouch for it. And in case you're not getting it there, then definitely that is not your person. Okay, you have to make yourself understand that some things are better done, not said. But in case I'm also saying it and I'm not able to receive it, even if I'm making a healthy conversation, then maybe it is not the best time, or I have to change some I have to make some alterations in my attitude, in the way I speak, in the way I make them understand. In case that also doesn't help, then that is not your situation anymore. Okay, would be applicable for very few of you. If in case you were waiting for some positive news to come your way, and that would require some sort of emotional support. Okay, as the month would end, I definitely feel there is some loss in terms of emotional stability. You have been stressing about it from a very long time now. You are going to come out of that sleepless pattern. If you were overthinking on something, you are going to come out of it. If you were fighting with someone and then someone was feeling victimized, someone was feeling overpowered, you are going to come out of that situation. But things would definitely improve, but still you will somehow feel like you are lonely in everything. In the setup, you don't feel always loved. There is some lack. Underneath energy, Queen of Wands, I feel that you are powerhouse in yourself. You have to just admit it. You are a powerhouse in yourself. You always think that people are not with me, situations are not with me, there is always some politics playing around, I'm always victimized, I'm always challenged, I'm hopeless many of the times. I feel I'm hopeless most of the times. I feel you need to get out of that energy. Even if you are, everything isn't real, but that is not going to help you in serving a better future for yourself. So just get out of that energy. You're still entangled with the person with whom you need to actually do teamwork, and you need to clear out many things before basically starting something serious, if that is the case. You feel very passionate for them. There is a long lost connection also, or someone with whom previously you also had been involved, but you somehow feel challenged, you feel somehow dominated by them most easily, but yet you feel very passionate for them. You are not going to leave them if there is a situation like this. But this center of the energy, this requires teamwork. This requires you both to sit down and then speak your heart out, how you want this relationship to flourish. What are the odds and what are the even in the relationship, right? What you can compromise and what you cannot adjust for. So everything has to be laid down before you actually get into something very serious, right? It's like you are getting into something very serious, but fundamentals are not correct, and eventually you are going to feel that, and you are going to feel deprived of some emotions. If you are feeling that way and your partner is not, you are going to, feel like we don't have basic similarities in a relationship. How is it going to work out? So the fundamentals are going to crash down. So it's better to sit and think through and see what could be managed and what could not be managed. Okay, let's pull out a guidance card, Geminis. Surrender. You need to realize that everything is not in your power, everything is not in your control. You need to keep a gratitude check, and you need to surrender it to time. Sometimes you need to surrender it to other people also, even if it is your victory. Okay, if you are in a winning situation and if you could win that argument, but you can lose that relationship or that person, right? You can make them feel vulnerable, you can make them feel powerless. So you need to understand when to surrender and when not. Speaking your heart out, doing a teamwork is not surrendering. It is a responsibility, I feel. It is requirement of the time, I feel. But if it is in a relationship where you have been fighting with that person, definitely you need to know when to stop, so as it is not going to impact your relationship. Surrendering is definitely not making you powerless, it is making you more wise and mature sometimes. If you will surrender now, eventually they'll also understand that you are doing it on a purpose, and they might also change their attitude. It is going to take time. It's not that you surrendered this time, then they should surrender next time. It is maybe you also couldn't surrender that easily. So you came to this knowledge, you came to this wisdom, and you are changing yourself slowly and surely. So it will take time for them also to realize this. But definitely, if in a team one person also changes their attitude, now others are going to get influenced with that, right? So Geminis, use your influence, use your wisdom, use your communication skills, and just don't dwell in between your fears and not being able to communicate properly, feeling like you have mixed feelings and not very sure about it, accepting everything at the base value, but still not very happy about everything internally. So just make a sense of everything. Okay, sit down and meditate and see what serves the best for you and how you can help others also in this way, because this is a journey, right? Even if you have a partner, and that could be a temporary partner, but it could definitely mean that they should have a positive experience out of that relationship, even if it is for a very small time. And if it is for a very long time, then it is your person. Definitely you should build a very fantastic fundamentals, so that you don't feel crunch of energies every here and there, right? You feel very secure, you feel that you have a very nice partner with whom you want to definitely work as a team, and you're a power couple, right? But there are always ups and downs in every and each relationship. That is that is to be kept aside, and that is to be kept aside. But deep down, you need to at least have a heart-to-heart conversation. Even if you have to cut down people, you have to cut down them politely. You have to make them understand why you are doing so. And if someone is not favoring a relationship, you need to wait for it. If it is very important to you, you cannot just ignore that thing, because that is going to come down to you. Okay, that is going to come down on you. Don't hurt others for if you are in. See, this is what I would suggest. Take it. Definitely, you have your own opinions and right to take it as you want it to. But I feel that family is very important. Even if you are in a relationship, you need to fight for it. It is not very easy every time for everyone. Specifically, if it is someone who doesn't very closely go with your family values or the culture. It is not easy for everyone, but you cannot ignore family. You cannot ignore your parents, because I could see that people are ignoring their parents. Some of you could ignore, and some of you would be waiting for their approval. And definitely, if you wait, their approval would come. Again, in spite of their approval coming, you need to work on the relationship. Again, you need to work on a relationship. You need to work on the team, on being a team. Okay, take the people who matter to you, take their blessings, and then go ahead with the relationship. Maybe you are not going to freak out about your relationship later, because you have their blessings, and their blessings would definitely help you out in your turbulent times, right? So all the very best, Gemini. Sai Ram. See you soon.